There's one person that's in front and then everybody follows. It's usually not Lance, right? He's the one that wins it for us. You track it, get tired, and then woo!
Yeah, that's a fact.
She, y'all eat.
It just happened again. Caitlin Clark, the woman single-handedly dragging the WNBA out of irrelevance, just got slapped in the face by her own league. After dominating fan votes and ranking top 3 in media ballots, she got shoved down to 9th in player votes. Let that sink in, the very athletes cashing in on her spotlight refused to give her props. But then, Gilbert Arenas lit the match. On his podcast, Gills went full scorched earth on the WNBA, torching players who've been quietly trying to freeze out Clark while eating off the hype she created. He said what no WNBA player is willing to admit. Caitlin Clark is the only reason y'all are relevant right now. And what Gilbert just dropped? It's not just a rant. It's a full-blown reality check for a league that's biting the hand that feeds it.
This is what you needed, that we're not watching you for your talent. Someone came in that everybody wants to watch, kids, everybody. Now we can see your talent. So if you're sitting there beating it up and doing all this, all y'all become is hated. Like, have y'all not paid attention? No one is caring about anything else. You want to beat on it, they're going to hate on it. You want to talk, they're going to hate on it. Like, there comes a point where reality has to kick in. You can keep fighting.
Let's cut through the fake sisterhood nonsense. That 9th place vote from the players? That wasn't just an oversight, it was intentional disrespect. The message is loud and clear. We'll take the ratings, we'll take the crowds, but don't expect us to acknowledge her as one of us. It's the same energy we've seen all season. Flagrant fouls, dirty screens, cold post-game handshakes. And now it's in black and white. While Clark is literally saving the league with sold-out games and record-breaking viewership, her peers are sitting in silence or straight up trying to bring her down. But here's the twist. They're profiting from her success the entire time. They want the benefits of the Caitlin Clark era without giving her an ounce of credit. That's not just salty, that's hypocritical. Gilbert didn't hold back. On his show, he hit the league where it hurts. Y'all eat.
Players ranked Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard.
9th? Players still in their feelings?
They was picking her up full court in the All-Star game, and they ain't gonna say she 9. Y'all, why y'all knocking her on the floor and shit? Why y'all doing all this shit?
Do they not know, like, when she was gone, it went back to the year before she was in the league?
Yeah.
Like, the view stopped. Like, just enjoy and go on with it.
Yeah.
Like, think about what they was getting paid before they said, Jordan, you're the guy.
That's the quote. Raw, brutal truth. You're not filling arenas because of your crossovers, you're filling arenas because Caitlin Clark showed up. He compared her to Jordan. And not just to hype her up, but because he sees what's happening. When MJ came into the NBA, the business changed. When Clark entered the WNBA, the lights flipped on. She's pulling sponsors, fans, merch, ESPN deals. And instead of building around her, the league is letting jealous teammates drag her down. Gilbert's message was savage but fair. If you're mad she's the face of the league, maybe the problem isn't her. Maybe it's that you've never done anything worthy of being the face yourself. Let's get one thing straight. Caitlin Clark didn't just break into the WNBA. She kicked the door down, flipped the lights on, and made everyone in the building look around awkwardly. And some players? They didn't like what they saw. Because for years, this league has been ruled by quiet politics, hidden pecking orders, and a code that says, you earn your shine the slow way. Clark said screw that. She brought the spotlight with her. She brought the fans, the money, the sponsors, the mainstream attention. She made $1 billion business stop and say, what's going on in Indiana? And that shook the WNBA vets to their core. Because now the fans aren't watching just for the old names. They're watching for her. And the ones who used to be the league's centerpieces? They're feeling displaced. So what do? They don't clap. They don't uplift. They don't show unity. They retaliate. In silence, in cold shoulders, in hard fouls, in voting her 9th in All-Star player ballots.
You know somebody moves the needle when people are willing to pay ginormous amount of money. Is that a word? A massive amount of money to see Caitlin Clark play ball. And some of these ticket prices for these games against the Sky and the Wings are pretty unbelievable and pretty eye-opening.
That ain't competition. That's resentment. Clark didn't start a rivalry. She triggered an identity crisis, and it's revealing just how threatened the league's veterans really are. The disrespect toward Caitlin Clark isn't just seen by insiders. The fans see it clear as day, and now they're getting louder. Every dirty foul, every tech she doesn't get, every game where she's the one promoting it, but her teammates act like she's invisible. The fans catch all of it. And now, with this all-star vote, they're furious. Because when the league's own players turn their backs on the one person who's making their paychecks fatter, the fans take it personally. They showed up in record numbers to vote for Clark. They're tuning in just to watch her play. They're buying jerseys, packing arenas, lining up outside team hotels, and yet the locker rooms treat her like an intruder? Let's be clear. The WNBA is skating on thin ice right now. You don't spit in the face of your star and expect no blowback. If this energy toward Clark keeps up, don't be surprised if fans start booing the league as hard as they cheer her, because they're starting to feel like it's her versus the system. And fans always side with the one getting bullied.
You can keep fighting the fight, and you're gonna be the odd person that looks bad. Like, that's just how it is. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do about it.
This could become a full-blown civil war inside the WNBA between Clark and her followers and the rest of a league that refuses to evolve. And if that happens, it's not just a controversy, it's a crisis. Let's just say it loud for the people in the back. Caitlin Clark has already surpassed the WNBA's ability to handle her. That's not an opinion, that's reality. And Gilbert Arenas saw it before anyone else when he put her in the same breath as Steph Curry and LeBron James. Not just WNBA stars, not just women's basketball players, but the absolute elite of basketball as a whole. That's the level Clark is already operating on. She's not just a hooper. She's a business movement, a marketing phenomenon, a global brand, a cultural shift wrapped in a 23-year-old with a sniper jumper and media magnetism. Her games are being watched by millions. Millions! Something the WNBA could barely dream of before she got here. Her jersey is a top seller. Her highlights are viral. Her name is getting mentioned in NBA conversations, and yet, inside her own league, she's being treated like a freshman crashing a senior party. Why? Because the league wasn't ready for someone to become bigger than the system. But that's what Caitlin Clark has done. The old rulebook doesn't apply anymore. She didn't wait in line. She rewrote the line. She's the headline on every WNBA story, the photo on every promo, and the topic of every debate. And the players, the ones who've been grinding for years, are starting to realize that no matter how hard they worked, it was never going to compare to the storm Clark brought with her. That's why they're rattled. That's why she's 9th in player votes. And here's the part that really stings. Caitlin Clark doesn't even need the WNBA anymore. That's the brutal truth. She could walk away tomorrow, take a multi-million-dollar media deal, go global, start her own brand, and still be more relevant than 95% of the league. She is that big, but she chose the WNBA. She could have skipped it, gone straight into endorsements and media dominance, but she believed in the league. She wanted to help grow it. She wanted to build it with her name on the foundation. And what did she get in return? Elbows, haters, dirty fouls, passive-aggressive quotes, a locker room that votes her 9th like she hasn't changed the entire landscape in under 2 years. That's not just disrespect, that's sabotage. And it's short-sighted, because when your biggest asset feels more welcome in the media than in her own league, you've got a problem way bigger than a popularity contest. If the WNBA doesn't figure this out, if it doesn't start defending, celebrating, and protecting Clark the way it should, it won't just lose a player. It'll lose the best shot it's ever had at becoming a real, sustainable force in the sports world. The question isn't, can Caitlin Clark handle the WNBA? The real question is, can the WNBA survive without her? And right now, that answer looks shaky.
What do you think Magic and Bird and all them making? Do you know how much Charles Barkley was making his rookie year before the TV deals that Jordan brung in? If you're making $40,000, every 5 months, and now you're making 80, then just do your job.
And vote for the person who got you there. Yeah, that's weird to me.
Hey, you ever seen, what is this? Lance Armstrong, right? There's one person that's in front, and then everybody follows. It's usually not Lance, right?